Good morning everyone. Today I am going to tell about the coordinate system. So there are the three types of the coordinate system: rectangular coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system is also called as a Cartesian coordinate system. So let us discuss about the rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system which having the three axes known as a x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Usually we think of that the x and y-axis are being horizontal while the z-axis being vertical. So as you know that the x and y-axis, these two axes are the horizontal axis while the z-axis is the vertical axis. And thus you can decide the direction of the z-axis by using the right hand rule as shown in this figure. So if you curl the fingers of your right hand around the z-axis in the direction of 90-degree counterclockwise direction from the positive x and y axis, then your thumb points in the positive direction of this z-axis. So by using this x, y, z axis, you can decide the different planes in x, y plane, x, y axis, y, z axis and x, z axis. Thus, the x, y plane as shown in this figure, which contains these two axes x and y, where you can say that y, z plane lies between y axis and z axis and the x, z plane lies between x and z axis. Thus, to locate the point A, B, C, we can start at the origin O point. So first move A units along the x-axis, then move B units parallel to the y-axis and finally move C units parallel to the z-axis, and finally wherever you are getting this final point is known as the point P, which having the coordinates A, B and C. Thus, if you are locating this point P, which having the coordinates A, B, C, thus you can easily locate the points Q, R, S. How to locate this point Q, R, S now? So take the projection of this point P in XY plane to locate the point Q, in YZ plane to locate the point R, and in XZ plane to locate the point S. So as you know that the XY plane which contains the X and Y coordinates, thus the Q coordinates becomes AB 0. That is the Z coordinate in this plane is equal to 0, and therefore the coordinates of Q becomes now A, B and 0. Thus, similar to that, you can say that the coordinates of R 0, B, C and coordinates of S are A, 0, C. Similar to that, R and S, the process is given to locate these all points. Now, we will move towards the cylindrical and spherical coordinate system. So, recall the polar representation in the plane, that is, if you are drawing the polar coordinate system which having the radius is R and the axis makes the angle theta to this R point. Thus, you are getting this R is the radius and theta is the angle. Then cylindrical coordinates which gives you the coordinates R as R, theta and Z. While R is the radius, theta is the phase angle, while the Z axis, that is the Z coordinate, is denoted by the Z. So conversion between this rectangular and cylindrical coordinate system. So as you know that the rectangular coordinate system which having the coordinates are X, Y, Z, while the cylindrical coordinate system which having the coordinates are R, theta and Z. So convert these points into rectangular, that is, if you know the points in cylindrical, that is, you know the value of R, theta and Z, convert these points into rectangular coordinate, that is, to convert this point, write the equation for X is equal to R cos theta, Y is R sin theta and Z is equal to Z as it is. And how to again the vice versa, you can convert the rectangular point to cylindrical by using these three equations. Now spherical coordinate system, how to represent that? We divide the three-dimensional space into a set of concentric spheres centered at the origin. See, we start with the point x, y, z, that is in the rectangular coordinate system. Suppose this is the point, any point P, suppose x, y, z axis. Then measuring its distance from the origin, we locate it on the sphere of a radius, that is, it is denoted by this r, or it is also denoted by this rho. Next, we have to find a way to describe its location on the sphere. So if you draw the sphere, find a great circle that goes through this north pole to the south pole, then you locate this point, that you can say that the radius for this circle is nothing but this point. So we measure a latitude or a polar angle starting at the north pole in the plane given by the great circle. This is called as angle phi. The range of this angle is 0 to 2 pi. We use a method similar to the method measure latitude and longitude. Next, we draw a horizontal circle on the sphere that passes through this point. Next, we draw this is a horizontal circle, passes through this point, and drop it down onto the xy plane. Thus, you are getting the latitude or the azimuth angle on the latitude circle starting at the positive axis and rotating towards the positive y-axis. That is, you can measure this point from this point towards this point. Then this angle is known as a theta. Note that this angle is same angle theta in cylindrical coordinate system. The range of this angle is 0 to 2 pi. So you know that now this contains the two angle and one the radius, and therefore the spherical coordinate system which having the three coordinates rho, theta and phi. That means you can say that it is the radial distance, azimuth angle and it is the polar angle. So you know that this notation is not at all standard and varies from author to author. So as I already told you that this rho can be represented by r, that is the radius. So if this is the point which having this r, the distance of this point from this z axis denoted by this r, and it is the phi angle. So we have a right triangle with acute angle phi, hypotenuse rho, and the legs are r and z. So it follows that the sin phi is equal to r by rho cos phi, and tan phi is given by this notation. Now you have to convert, if suppose spherical point is given to you and you have to convert it into rectangular, then these equations are used. Similar to that, if the rectangular point is known to you and you have to convert it into spherical, then use these equations to get these points. And thus 3D of these all three coordinate systems are given by these all figures. So this is the figure point P in Cartesian coordinate system. You can locate that point P as x, y and z axis in Cartesian coordinate system. In cylindrical coordinate system, same point can be written in terms of r, phi and z. And you can convert this point into rectangular by using this equation. Similar to that, again in spherical coordinate system, the coordinates of point P becomes r, theta and phi. It is already observed in previous slides and it can be represented in 3D dimensions. So you can refer these three figures to check the coordinates in Cartesian, cylindrical and spherical coordinate system. Okay, thank you.